I gotta admit something to you. I'm a hacker. Yeah, but I'm one of the good kinds. Now, I know I may not look like a hacker to you, but it's who I am and what I do. And I'm looking for more hackers and nerds and geeks and techies too. So are there any other hackers out here? I know there are a few out here. Yeah, right on. See, the world needs more hackers. Does that make you nervous? Well, before you jump in my stuff, let me explain who and what hackers are. See, hackers are just people who are innately curious, solving problems in unique ways. For example, when MacGyver opens a suitcase with a paperclip, that's hacking. And it's also been defined in a book, believe it or not, written back in the 1990s, where they defined a hacker as one who enjoys the intellectual challenge of creatively overcoming or circumventing limitations. How many TED Talks have you seen exactly like that, where people creatively change their world? So it's time we reframe our view of hackers, right? I mean, really, anyone can be a hacker. It's not about a particular age or gender, or whether you're wearing a hoodie or a suit coat, or even the technology you use. You know what? I bet you all use hacker tech and you don't even know it. Yeah. Do you know the world's #1 hacking tool? Exactly, thank you, it's Google. Google is like the internet's vacuum cleaner, sucking up information from all over. And we all use it. White hat, black hat hackers all use it for our reconnaissance and research and exploration. So congratulations, my fellow TEDxians. You are all hackers. Now, I know there's also the bad guys out there, the black hat hackers, the ones trying to get into our stuff, right? Another day, another data breach. Billions of records lost, costing tens of billions of dollars. City and school finances, people's personal information, credit cards, heck, even elections, all compromised. So what are we going to do to turn the tide of this cyber war we're all in? And yeah, we're in a cyber war. The battlefield is all around us and we're all involved. Who here has been hacked or had your identity stolen or knows someone who has? Right, look around. Too many. Too many. You can't hide from cybercrime. Complacency is the enemy of security. We need to be building our cyber workforce where everyone is prepped for battle, developing warriors trained in hand-to-hand cyber combat, learning tech skills of the online battlefield. So how are we going to do this? Well, we need to be building our next generation of hackers, young and old. And that's why I say hackers wanted. Getting more folks into IT, cyber, and computer careers in order to stop the bad guys. And it starts with our kids. We need to be teaching our kids about hacking, not just about the technology, but also about problem solving, surviving this crazy online world. Now, our kids are all tech natives, right? It seems to be like they're born with a cell phone in their hand, constantly using it. But do they know how it really works? It's like we know how to drive our cars, but do we know how the engine, brakes, and steering all work? I mean, unless you're a mechanic, and we definitely need more cyber mechanics. Our cars have gotten safer, but our tech has a ways to go. We don't have airbags on our computers yet. So let's try something a little bit interactive. If you have your smartphone or cell phone handy, go ahead and take a look at it. If you don't, just think about it. Answer this question. How many different ways does your cell phone or smartphone have of communicating? How many different ways do you communicate with your smartphone? Well, there's two avenues of thought. One is on like the more human side, the apps. What apps do you use? You know, like Skype and Slack and Snap and Twitter and FaceTime and Facebook and WhatsApp and Zoom and LinkedIn and texting. And you can even use it to talk to someone. And then there's the geek techie side. You know, all the different cell technologies like 3G, 4G, and now 5G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, near-field communications. Got video, got audio, connect it with a wire. all of these ways into our online lives, we need to figure out how to protect. I mean, so many of us know how to use the technology, but do we really know how to operate it safely, securely, and effectively? This is where I say to kids, rather than put away your cell phone, take it out. Learn how it really works. And to do that, we need to be getting into the schools, teaching hacking, like Tweens for Technology, getting tech into kids' hands. And to do that takes three things, three T's: teachers, technology, and technique. Let's start with our teachers. Teachers are the backbone of our society, right? They're already overburdened, so much on their plates. We shouldn't and can't expect them to know it all, right? Well, that's where folks like me come in. I've been a mentor in middle and high schools for the last 10 years. We bring in mentors into the schools, partnering with the teachers, sharing our knowledge, and helping to create that next generation of cybersecurity professionals. The idea is to augment our teachers and supplement what they're already doing. Now, I'm often asked about ethics, this hacking thing. Isn't it dangerous to talk about hacking to kids? No, not really. I mean, they're going to find out anyway with this internet thing. And the idea is to model the right behavior, show them the right way, maybe keep them out of the orange jumpsuit, even if it's the new black. Let me share with you Bryce's story. See, Bryce was a brand new freshman. He was eager to join his school's cybersecurity club. He's sitting there waiting after school for practice to start, and the teacher calls me over. Ron, I want to talk to you about Bryce. You see, he was recently suspended for hacking his classmate's email, and I'm not sure if he'd be a good fit for the club. Really? Yes! That is exactly the type of students we want. You see, he already got technology and he just needed some guidance. So for the next 4 years, myself and a few other mentors, we kept our eyes on Bryce, making sure and helping him stay on the side of good, learning about technology. Today, he's serving in the U.S. Army as an IT and cybersecurity specialist. Thank you. So yes, we need to get more mentors and people helping out with our teachers in our schools. That's number one. Number two is about technology. We need to get tech into kids' hands so they can learn about it, right? But it needs to be safe, like a safe online playground where if they break it, no harm done. Actually, it's the opposite. We want them to break it because if they do, they learn how to fix it. So we give them their own tech they can learn on, where it's nice and safe. Let me share another quick example where it was during a cyber competition, about halfway through. A student comes up to me and he's freaking out. Mr. Woerner, I think I found a virus on my laptop. Oh yeah, well let me check. Oh yeah, you did. It's the SweetPacks virus. Am I in trouble? No, you make a mess, you clean it up. He and I worked for an hour to eradicate that bugger. You see, we're in a completely safe network on a safe computer, so no harm done. And we both learned a ton through it. Bet you never thought getting a virus could be a good thing. You see, by giving kids their own technology, we're encouraging them to explore, break, fix, make better the hacking cycle. And you know what? It doesn't have to be expensive. Many different ways to do this. One is with something called virtualization, which is like a computer on a computer. Or there's small computers like a Raspberry Pi or Arduino. Or even companies are donating computers, either new ones through grants or old ones from their inventory. You know what? You can do this too. How many of you have an old computer sitting in your basement or garage? You can donate to a school or charity. Right, so many. When we give kids their own tech, making them responsible, we are empowering them in the learning process. So let's get tech into kids' hands. That's number two. Three is about the technique. Teaching the right hacking skills. We need to do this. The way we need to do this is we need to make it fun. Okay? And we're doing this with cybersecurity clubs, camps, and competitions. It's a way of using games as a part of learning. The one I've been involved with is called a CTF, a capture the flag. It's like an online scavenger hunt where competitors use different operating systems, programming languages, and yes, even hacking techniques. They learn real-world, hands-on experience directly applicable to the workforce. The more flags they find, the better they do. And it's like real capture the flag, so you attack, you defend. They have a blast doing it. As a mentor for the past 10 years, I can tell you kids take to it like ducks to water. They have so much fun doing it, and they don't even realize that they are learning through this. And they're not only learning about technology, but troubleshooting and also social skills like communication, organization, and teamwork. How to creatively solve problems and apply their ingenuity. In other words, they learn to be hackers, the good kind. And that's what I mean by Hackers Wanted, getting more people into IT, cyber, and computer careers. Together, we can solve today's cyber issues, and it starts with education. Educating ourselves about online safety, security, how to use our devices better. Educating others. Education is the sunlight that breaks through the cloud of uncertainty. And to do that, we need a hacker revolution, encouraging curiosity, tenacity, and a willingness to make mistakes. All good hacker traits. So yeah, I'm a nerd, a geek, a techie, and a hacker. Looking for more nerds, geeks, techies, and hackers to work with teachers, get technology for kids, help them build their technique. Consider this: the bank account you save may be your own. The world just needs more hackers. Who's in?